Okay, so I haven't done a video in a while, and my YouTube account is practically dead, so I thought I'd do one. I wasn't really sure what to talk about, but I got a few Tumblr asks with people asking me to do another video, so I thought I'd do one, and I didn't know what to do it on because I'm kind of out of topics, and then I was like, wait, the reason I'm out of topics is because there's not much to talk about anymore because there's no fans. And then I thought, that is what I'll talk about. So, I would just like to say, I'm talking about the Janoskians, by the way, of course, and please feel free to leave your hate because I honestly love answering it. It's pretty fun. And I don't give a shit what you think of me or my opinion. If you sit here for 3, 4, 5, however many minutes this video goes for, and you sit here listening to me, then what a sad life you have. So, yeah. Alright, so I'd just like to say, if you're a fan of the boys and then you outgrow them, like, that's fine. We all outgrow things. We all start to dislike things. It's perfectly normal because we go through phases, and, you know, the Janoskians could just be a fad to you. They're not to me at all. When I first entered this fandom, I did not think I'd get sucked in like this, but I'm literally stuck. But I'm okay with that because they're lovely people and they deserve all the support they can get, and, yeah. But anyway, back on track. I would just like to say that, sorry, I'm really fidgety tonight. If you leave the fandom, like, that's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with it. But what annoys me is the people that sit there and constantly hate on the boys and bitch about every little thing they do, go, the boys aren't funny anymore, and they sit there and write massive text posts about why they dislike the boys, about how the boys have apparently changed, and all this other cliche fucking bullshit that is not even true. What are you doing? Like, what is the point of that? If you're so over them and you're so fed up with everything they do, then why don't you just leave the fandom? Because it's honestly better for them to have a few real friends who will stick with them no matter what choices they make, no matter how much they progress or change, than to have a massive fan base with half of the girls being little bitches who do not support anything they do anymore. Like, being a fan, you can't just have a whinge when you don't get what you want. You can't just whinge when they make a video that you don't like. Like, obviously they're going to do things that you're not okay with, and that's part of being in the fandom, like, and how we respond to it. They'll take that and they'll use it as feedback to, you know, help with the next video, or what they should do in the next video or shouldn't do, so they know what we enjoy and what we don't enjoy. But that doesn't excuse you sitting there, like, constantly bagging them out. Like, what's that going to accomplish? You're just going to hurt their feelings. There's certain ways to say things. And half of you forget that they have feelings, like, they're normal people. So if you just sit there and write massive text posts about how you dislike them, then it's absolutely ridiculous, and you're just wasting your time. And I know you're probably going to be like, oh my god, how hypocritical of you. Because you might think I'm wasting my time by sitting here talking about this, and I probably am wasting my time, but I don't care because I'd rather talk about this than talk about the boys behind their back, or write massive shitty fucking opinions on them which aren't even relevant or valid half the time. So, just whatever. And what else irritates me is when people were massive fans and then they suddenly hate the boys and start bitching about them in the new fandom that they've joined. Like, if they've gone and joined Justin Bieber or One Direction, or if they were always in those fandoms but they've sort of leaning more towards them and they've just thrown the Janoskians away. Like, I don't care. I don't have a problem with One Direction or Justin Bieber. I love, like, both of those people so much. Well, all 6 of them, but anyway, yeah. But, you know, you can't just forget everything you did for the Janoskians and all the support you did, because you're just making yourself look like an idiot. Because you technically, in your mind, you've wasted so much time supporting them, and then you go and bitch about them. Like, it just makes you look stupid. So, just, like, have a little respect. If you are so over them, please, I'm begging you, and I'm not the only one who thinks this. I know I'm not the only one who thinks this. just leave. I'm not going to sit here and persuade you to stay. If you want to leave, then leave. Just don't sit there talking about how this fandom's turned to shit, or how you can't stand the fandom, or how you can't stand the boys, or how the boys have changed, or how the fame's got into their head, or whatever else you can come up with to fucking... I'm calm. Nah, but... oh, it just drives me insane. Okay, so I think I basically said everything that I need to say, and I'm sorry if anyone was offended by this video. That was not the task or my intention. But yeah, so moral of the story, I love the boys and I will be here to the end. And if you don't want to be here till the end, then just leave. Like, what's holding you back, okay? Because you can't sit here and wait for them to change back to who they used to be, because, you know, it's part of them growing up as, like, forming into young adults, and, you know, their YouTube videos turning into MTV shows, and it's never going to be back to them just being on YouTube, and you've got to accept that fact, and you've got to move on from it. So yeah. Okay. So you know, I need to learn how to speak properly. This is so embarrassing.